Nanahara Chifuyu is an SSR counter-type striker unit built to deal damage in quick succession and provide constant CC in the form of her basic attacks, while improving her own damage and attack speed the longer she stays in battle. With 3 deployment points, she can be dropped into the thick of battle and dish out a lot of damage and be the front wall for your team for any length of time, constantly dealing damage to enemies and stunning them, all the while prepping her ultimate and rendering enemies nearly immobile with her attack speed and limitless supply of stuns. Her skills offer a diverse mix of AoE defense decreasing attacks, attack and attack speed increasing buffs to herself, and endlessly stunning her opponents, and increased tankiness with her ultimate. Her passive stuns her current opponent for 1 second after every 2 basic attacks, as well as decrease their defense by 10% for 4 seconds. At max level, ultimates and special skills also count in proccing her stun, as well as increasing the defense lowered by 20%. Her special skill deals AoE damage and increases her own attack permanently. At max level, her attack is increased by 15% and seals the target's skill for 5 seconds. Her ultimate performs multiple slashes of AoE damage and increases her attack speed by 30% for 15 seconds. At max level, she ignores all hit stuns from special skills or lower skills for 15 seconds also. Being the jack of all things melee, she can carry herself in battle better than most striker units. She will, however, need help from those pesky enemy snipers and rangers from withering down her health and slowly beat down on her to submission. And although she can take hits from her opponents, there is only so much that her health can take, so be sure to support her with health and barriers as much as possible to keep her in the fight. As a unit that already packs a punch and carries debuffs and CC of her own, what she will need are units with barriers and heals to constantly keep her up in fighting throughout your battles. Debuffs and buffs will be more of a bonus in her case. Units with both heal and barriers will help her greatly in staying in combat for most of its duration. This will ensure that she is kept in peak condition without the worry of her dying, as she will be the bread and butter of your assault. She will also benefit greatly from attack speed increasing units to keep her at maximum stun output. Damage increasing units as well as debuffers will also be welcome to the team. Although they won't be as much help to Chifuyu, their buffs and debuffs provide aid to every unit in your team. Most teams will have these units in their roster whenever you see Chifuyu in battle, so you can count on them to always be in PvP as well. Units like Jin Xia are great rangers that can help in both range damage and buffing Chifuyu with attack speed buffs and increased crit of your team. Cindy Looper is a welcome striker unit alongside Chifuyu, providing constant stagger and slowly pushes your squad further into the enemy ship. Her equipment priority should focus on getting as much attack speed as possible to maximize her stunning output. Building HP or evasion is also okay, but this will be supplemented by more tankier units that you already have. Taking ground damage bonus or anti-striker/defender bonus will further her prowess in defeating frontline units when paired with her constant stun. And of course, attack speed set bonus is the way to go with Chifuyu. Her constant stun is the real star of her kit, not her damage. The new Detroit is quite possibly the best ship to take for Chifuyu and for any squad with focus on attack speed and evasion, although a great sacrifice is required because you need to construct the new Ohio first, but I reckon it'll be worth it as it won't be banned and arguably better than the Enterprise. That's just my opinion. And speaking of the new Enterprise, this will be the best ship for any kind of content in both normal side and counter side. Lowering enemy evasion and defense will obviously give Chifuyu the upper hand. Kami Izumi is a good ship to take if you are avoiding banned ships and not wanting to get the new Detroit, providing increased damage and crit as well as lowering enemy hit. Gleipnir armor or pod type can be taken for more defensive ships, depending on which stat you fancy. Chifuyu can fit into any team as a frontline unit. She can be a semi-tank or a full frontline tank with the right stats. If you're building a team around Chifuyu, I suggest a mix of healers and barriers, rangers/supports that can stun or offer attack speed and attack, high HP defenders with AoE, taunts, and knockbacks, as well as strikers that can debuff your opponent or push you into the enemy base. Chifuyu is a jack of all things melee striker unit, offering a plethora of benefits without compromising her own damage, holding the front line remarkably so while dealing constant high damage output and provide crowd control to your enemies. Being the backbone of every team, when properly supported and given the right buffs, she will shine the brightest in every battle you may face. That's gonna be it for Chifuyu's general guide and overview. Do like and subscribe to my channel as well as clicking that bell icon for more character overviews in the future. So what do you guys think of Chifuyu now that she's not banned this week? You guys are you guys using her again, or have you found someone better? The twins, right? But I'm not getting that. Anyway, comment down below what you guys think of Chifuyu and also suggest to me which character I should do an overview for next. Alright, see you guys later. Bye!